Please allow me a few minutes today to discuss being an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is much more than owning a business. There are some of us, or some people, who are business owners, but they're not entrepreneurs. There are a lot of people that are investors, but they're not entrepreneurs. Many people are skilled workers, and yet they're not entrepreneurs. So which category do you fit in? Are you an entrepreneur? That's a question I want to address today. How do you know if you're an entrepreneur or not? An entrepreneur is a problem solver. An entrepreneur is much more than somebody that just owns a business or has money to invest or can do a skill well. An entrepreneur is more of a mindset. It's a way of thinking. It's the how. Many people don't consider the how. People can do what very well. And even people know why. The why people usually are the investors. People that invest in things because when they have the understanding of the why, they will make that return on their investment. They will invest, they will give, they will sow, they will do things they will even have their own business because they know why something should be done, and they'll spend their time focusing on the end. The entrepreneur doesn't focus on just the end. And then you have the skilled worker that's somebody who's almost a master level or someone can perform a skill very well. And that performance of that skill puts them in a position to have a knowledge of what to do very well. They know what. There's the what. So as they're answering the what, they get an idea, like, well, man, I could do this on my own. Or maybe I should have my own business because I know what to do very well. And then you have, then you have those people who are the ones that know the how. That's the entrepreneur. When I say the how, I'm talking of is not just the what, it's not just the why, it's the how to do things. It's the how of it. It's it's the part that is behind the solving of the problem. Because when you're a problem solver, you're a natural entrepreneur. People that are entrepreneurs can also be investors. Entrepreneurs can be skilled workers. Entrepreneurs can be, entrepreneurs can be those other aspects, but those other aspects may not necessarily be an entrepreneur. So you can be an entrepreneur and know the why. You can be an entrepreneur and know the what. And it's the thing that separates you is because you can, even when you're having the why conversations, you're thinking about how am I going to get all this done? How is this going to happen? Even when you're talking to other what, I want people to understand the what. That what piece is very essential, but yet you're thinking, how can I get this what to happen? And so it's that how, it's that problem solving. That's the entrepreneurial mindset. When you look at something, when you look at an issue, when you have ideas, it's the idea of how I can do this better, how I can make this happen, how I can be successful at doing this thing. So as you're looking at the what, and you're looking at the why, and then you're considering the how, that's how you get an understanding as an entrepreneur of the way that you fit or your role. Some of us have been skilled workers, and it's something in us that says, man, this has to be more to this. It's not just doing the what, and then some of us learn the why. Some people learn that money behind it, the machine that's behind everything, that's pushing everything. And then there's a lot of the why and the what's have an issue with figuring out the how. A lot of what's hire people that know how to do the how. A lot of whys definitely hire what's and hows. And if you're not in a position to be an entrepreneur, I definitely understand it. But you can still have an entrepreneurial mindset. You can have a mind that says, I want to solve this problem. I want to figure this out. I don't just want to own the business. I don't just want to do the skill well, but I want to know how this is functioning, how this is operating. And I also want to use my skills, my talents, and all the resources I have at my disposal to cause this to come to pass. So that's the beginning. That's the introduction. So a very natural question is, What if I want to be an entrepreneur? What if I know the what and I even know the why? And it's something in me that says, man, there's more to this. I want to know the how. You can build those skills. You can have the desire to problem solve, the entrepreneurial mindset, and be successful in those other aspects. And you can build the skills. That's the good thing about information and knowledge and books and videos, things that are online, the internet, and things that are in pamphlet or book form. You can go research on the how because you know what to do, and some of us we know why. And then we can research and get the information on the how to solve this problem, how to make this happen, how can I resolve this, how can I make sure this is successful, how can I take this to another level. Because there's some people who I believe are CEOs or VIPs and things like that. They're heads of different places because they have an entrepreneurial mindset. And that entrepreneurial mindset has opened doors for them to be successful in their business, in their career, but they don't necessarily own their own business. I just so happen to have always wanted to have my own business. I've always wanted to have, I guess, resources of my own. I wanted to do the how. Like I knew what to do. I was like, man, I wanted to get behind this thing and I wanted to be able to create it my own. And it wasn't so I can own it. It's so I could do it in a way that I thought it solved the problem. Because some people that I was working for and people that may have invested in me, they had their ideas of what should be happening and why it should be happening. But it wasn't necessarily my baby. It wasn't my ideas. It wasn't me actually generating things. It wasn't me coming up with the ideas and solving the problems about how I thought the problem should be solved. So that's what that entrepreneur thing is like. I saw a problem. I wanted to come up with the answer to it. And now let me put the resources together to find out how to make that thing happen, how to make it go. And I think that's very key is for an entrepreneur, they live in that. Like for me, I can look at a box and come up with like 20, 30, I don't know, 40, 50 different things to do with that box. And then how to implement it too. And so I think that's something that's very key is that entrepreneurs look at challenges, look at situations, look at issues, and look at what somebody may perceive as problems, and they find answers to it. They look at it as a motivational tool, as a puzzle that needs to be solved. And so as you're saying, man, I need to be an entrepreneur, let me build these skills, let me enhance what I already can do, let me take it to the next level to where I want to be an entrepreneur. That's where you do the research. That's where you get a mentor. That's where you reach out to it. And it's like, there's a mindset. There's a certain strength. There's a certain level of thinking that you have to have in order to be successful as an entrepreneur. So let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about being a successful entrepreneur. There's research and studies that say that, most businesses fail. So it's not about starting the business. There's something about consistency, and what helps you to be consistent is what makes you an entrepreneur. Just to know what to do, some of those businesses fail because they know what to do very well, but they don't have that problem solving and those skills of how to make something be relevant, how to make it be edible or palpable. Not in the sense of actually eating it, but actually making it consumable can be a challenge. They can be somebody that has so much money and goes from business to business to business and business, putting money in, breaking even, coming back out, whatever. But they don't really want to solve a problem. The problem they want to solve is putting money in their pocket. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can put money in your pocket too at the same time. But that entrepreneurial mindset is like, I need to solve a problem. I need to put something together that will cause me to be successful, that will generate, that will grow, that will be an answer to a problem. So I want to encourage you. 3 basic points. Just because you own a business, nope, that does not make you an entrepreneur. 2, if you're not an entrepreneur, you can become an entrepreneur. And if you're already an entrepreneur, you can enhance your skills and strategies and your skill set and your mindset to be an even more effective entrepreneur. Thank you so much. This has been Coach T-Mac for your moment of motivation, moment of reflection. These are the workshops and classes and trainings and seminars, and this is a sign and example of what is to come. Stay tuned. Keep your eyes open.